My name is Dr. House, and I will be your instructor for this course, Psychology 2317, Elementary Statistics. What I want to do right now is to just give a high-level overview of the syllabus so that you kind of have a grounding for the course, and I'm going to follow up with more in-depth understanding of the course content and how you're going to be graded and what the quizzes look like and how all of this operates. So let's begin with, I want to show you right here is a copy of the syllabus in print version. It's about 13 pages, but don't be alarmed because there is a lot of white space in it. My name, as I say, is Dr. House, and I do not have an office on campus. I'm an adjunct faculty with San Jacinto College and have been here for about 3 years. My primary work is with Capella University, and I am the faculty chair of research and analytics in the School of Business and Technology. And my role there is supervising all of the dissertation research that's going on, and the faculty and the students, and then we have our residencies. And I would say for the past 20 years I have taught this course, or some almost identical to it, and other types of stat courses and research methods. But I do enjoy teaching it, and I enjoy the students at San Jacinto College, so it's a good experience for me. This is the description of the course, and basically it's a very high level. We're going to cover descriptive statistics and inferential statistics and how we draw samples from a population and so forth. We're going to use the Whit and Whit textbook, edition 9, and if you have an earlier edition it will probably work, but you'll need to kind of figure out if your edition is a little bit different than what we're covering. I think it will be pretty easy to do that. There is a student companion website, and I would recommend everybody to go there. These are the student learning outcomes that have been approved by San Jacinto College faculty, and I think that they are exactly aligned with what we're going to be doing, and it aligns with the textbook, which is very nice. And basically what this is saying is that at the end of this course you complete it successfully and you'll be able to do all those things, and I think that to a great extent all of you will certainly be able to demonstrate a distribution of understanding, so to speak. Grade ranges right here. I think it's a time just to be clear that although I do not round up if it's even as 0.99 or higher, but what I do is have a fairly lenient grade drop policy, which you will see in just a little while. So I think it all really evens out in your favor. 10% of your grade comes from discussions, 30% quizzes, and 60% exams, and I'm going to go over those at a high level in just a moment. This brings us to a makeup policy, and the reason that you may not make up discussions is that on Sunday at 11:59 p.m. Central Time, those discussions are closed, and we're going to move on to the next unit. So you can't make them up. You have a week to do them, and they're not going to take a whole lot of your time. The quizzes cannot be made up because I'm going to drop, I think, your 5 lowest scores, so nothing to worry about there. Exams cannot be made up. I do have an explanation of what you can do if you happen to miss an exam. but you can't just make it up later. So, plan accordingly. Of course, if there are circumstances beyond your control, God forbid, then I'll take that on a case-by-case basis. I'm not going to go over the course room etiquette. We're all adults here. It can be frustrating, but we're going to handle our learning through just asking a lot of questions, and that's the way that we get through this course. I want everybody to be engaged in asking questions. So if you see an answer, go to it. The withdrawal policy, repeat rule, honesty code, disability statement, these are standard statements that appear in all San Jacinto College courses. So I'll leave it to you to be familiar with them. If you have a disability, then please contact the Disability Services Director, and then they will contact me. Course schedule broken down into chapters or clumps of chapters, and there's a reason for doing that, and we'll cover that in the next presentation. Here's the policies on discussions. I want you to read it carefully. It just has to do basically with what we talked about earlier. They're 10% of your grade, and they're topical, and they're all set up in the weekly modules. Here's the information on quizzes. As I pointed out, I'm going to drop your 5 lowest quiz grades. You don't need to let me know if you're going to miss a discussion, if you're going to miss a quiz, if you're going to miss an exam. You do not need my permission because you can't make it up. And remember, we're dropping grades, so that's the easiest way to do it. 30% of your grade is to the quizzes. They're right out of the book. I'll have some ideas about how to study for them. Here's the information on exams. They cover different numbers of chapters, and the number of items corresponds to the number of chapters. So as you can see in exam 1, there are 5 chapters and there's 50 items, so it's 10 questions per chapter. And these are the same question bank items that come from the quizzes. So you're going to have another time to demonstrate your understanding. This is the exam schedule. There are 6 of them. They're weighted differently. They total to 60% of your grade. Finally, I want to tell you briefly about the readiness check. These are optional. There are 3 questions at the within each of the modules for each chapter. You will get 0.1 point per correct item, and that goes toward your final grade in the course. And if you think about it, there are we're covering 20 chapters, and there's 3 items per chapter, and they're worth 0.10 points each. You do the multiplication, and this is a pretty good thing. Everything is timed. The quizzes are timed, and the readiness checks are timed. 3 items. You have 15 minutes to do them. So I'm going to cover this in a little bit more detail, but I did want to give you kind of an introduction of who I am. Put a voice behind the screen. We'll hope to do a lot more of these, and I have some already built into the course. So if you have a question, please put it in the Ask a Question area right here, and right there. So I'm going to sign off on this. Y'all have a good day.